Do you think Israel wants to kill innocent civilians?
I do.
You think Israel genuinely wants to?
I do.
What evidence do you have of that?
The evidence is they are refusing to do special operations and instead are relying on bombing areas where they know civilians are at, and then they'll turn around and say, well, Hamas is using them as human shields.
So if someone was shooting at you,
if an armed man grabbed a family member of yours, do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Oh, do you have? Okay, your mother. You talked about your mother. If an armed gunman grabbed your mother, had a gun to her head, okay, and he is confronted by the authorities, by law enforcement, and the law enforcement, they just decide, you know what, we're not going to negotiate, we're not going to do anything, we're just going to shoot the hell out of both of them, and then they come to you and say, well, your mother, sorry, was a human shield. Would you accept that argument?
That's not the question, though.
Would you accept that argument?
You're making up a random story that my mother is held captive.
Hamas using Palestinians as human shields is not a justification to indiscriminately bomb the hell out of that region, knowing full well that the majority of people who are going to end up dying are not Hamas militants who are underground in the tunnels. Okay, it's the innocent civilians who are going to lose their lives.
Hello guys, I'm a Christian Palestinian from Gaza. I still have family who live there. I have my grandparents, I have my uncles, I have the people, my friends that I grew up with. I lived there for 15 years. I experienced 3 wars in my life. All we ask for is our land back. This is not about religion. We're Christians. There's Christians in Gaza. There's Muslims, Christians. This is not about any religion. This is about humanity. You gotta speak up. What's happening is a genocide. This is the worst war that I have ever seen in my whole life. I've experienced so many wars, but this is the worst one that I have seen. People, we can't reach them out. They don't have electricity, they don't have internet, nothing. We have not got a hold of our family for the past 24 hours. You guys gotta speak up. Boycott Starbucks, boycott Disney, boycott McDonald's, because this money is going to kill our people. They're killing our innocent children, innocent mothers, innocent dads. You gotta speak up. You can't stay quiet about this genocide.
What's going on, everybody? So I just had to leave the airport in Vancouver. I showed up for my flight on American Airlines to fly to Florida, and I was flagged. I was brought in to U.S. Customs and Border. I was kept there for about 4 hours, and ultimately they would not let me in, which is really funny because I was just in the U.S. about a week ago with no problems whatsoever until they had a problem with an anti-Israeli social media post. And now all of a sudden, the next time I try to go in the States, a few days later, I'm banned from the States. I'm not allowed in the States. What's that old saying? To know who controls you, take note of who you can't criticize. I guess we know exactly who controls the USA, and we know exactly what they want. They want the USA to fight a war that the USA can't win. They want the USA to collapse economically and collapse as a military power. And they want greater Israel.